I just can't get enough of this.
We are back, everybody. Welcome back. Eric, back with Mom. We've been on a journey of checking out some of my all-time favorite hip-hop songs. Lately, we've been on a theme. Again, we've been checking out Bad Boy records. We've checked out some Lil' Kim, some Puff Daddy thus far, some Notorious B.I.G. Did you have a favorite from those first three at all?
I don't remember now.
Well, it was Crush on You, Lil' Kim. I know you seen me on the video.
I really liked.
True.
I liked them. I just didn't.
You liked all
care
of
for
them. I remember that.
Yeah, I just didn't care for Lil' Kim. But
Well, basically the point is we haven't had any thumbs down yet. We're hoping
No,
that
no.
streak continues. We are going to be checking out an R&B group today. Today the group is 112. Have you ever heard of 112
Oh,
before?
no.
So they're based out of Atlanta. It was I think a four-man group. I don't know all the names. I know it was like Q, Mike, Slim. I think there was another guy. Well, let's call him Other Guy. I don't remember what his name was. Sorry, Other Guy. Apologies. But yeah, they're based out of Atlanta. They were, I think, probably mostly known for features, but their biggest song that you may know would have been Peaches and Cream. Have you ever heard that song before?
Doesn't sound.
It's
familiar.
extremely sexual, but it was definitely their biggest
So then
hit.
I probably didn't hear it.
You might not have. It was played on the radio quite a bit, but they've had some other good ones like Dance With Me, It's Over Now remix, If I Hit, Hot and Wet. But today we're going to be checking out one from, I think this was their debut album, but it's the self-titled album from 1996. This is the Only You Bad Boy remix. This is featuring Puff Daddy, Notorious B.I.G. This is more hip-hoppy than R&B, I guess. I don't know. However you want to put that. That probably made no sense whatsoever. But yeah, it's been a minute since we've checked out an R&B song as well, so I thought this would be a fun way to kick off our second half of checking out Bad Boy records. So without further ado, it's 112, the Only You remix. You might have heard this one too, but we'll find out.
Okay.
It's very like mid-90s. This one I think is probably right.
Thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. Check it out.
Jesus, the notorious just. Please us with your lyrical thesis. We just chillin', milk 'em, top billin', silkin', pure linen, me and little C, Malibu sea breeze, dawn peas, palm trees, cats named Pablo and milked out Diablo. The williest, this to be the silliest. The more I smoke, the smaller the silly gets. Room 112, where the players dwell, and stash more cash than Bert Fidel. Inhale, make you feel good like Tony. Kick up in your middle like Moni. Yeah. She don't know me, but she's setting up the try to style sliding off with a homie. Escada, player, stay splurging. Game
If
so
I heard one of the
tight,
songs,
version.
probably.
Oh, I need to know where we stand. Do we share the special thing called love? I know I do. What about you? I just can't get enough of this.
It works for like every R&B song.
I do. I can't live without your love. Thinking of you makes me feel like I am the only one for you. Yes, I be with you. No one else, only you. Why can't we make it happen? Baby, I need you in my life.
All right, we'll stop there. I think probably can hear a little bit of what I'm saying. I can tell in the editing. But yeah, this is a remix of like a slow song. So that was, we kind of had checked one out like that before, where the Jagged Edge song we did was a remix of a slower R&B song. But what do you think about this one so far?
I like Biggie's part in this one.
Yep.
That brought it out really good. I hate to say it, but whoever this is, that part.
The follow-up, they couldn't follow it up.
They couldn't follow it up. It's, I don't know.
Yeah, Biggie really like brings the energy to it,
Yeah.
and then it feels like the energy kind of slows down a little bit, even though, you know, the tempo and the beat and everything is all exactly the same. It's
Yeah.
just like the melodies of it. So it doesn't really kind of work in that sense, but
Right.
throwing Biggie on it made it like a radio hit. That's like another one we've talked
It's
before.
like throwing on Eminem in heaven.
Yeah.
Take it
Well, we
away
talked
from you,
before
so-
about like Puffy had like some of the all-time great opening lines. We checked
Yeah.
out one of his songs where this is another one, like Jesus the Notorious, like he just
Yeah.
comes out so hard with it. It's really hard for anybody. Like another rapper would have had a hard time following that, let alone
Yeah.
112. But yeah, like I'm not familiar with the original version of this song, so I can't really compare. But I'm pretty sure that it was a slower, kind of like a ballad
Maybe.
kind of a
yeah.
song. But Bad Boy was known, or Puff Daddy really was known for like remixing stuff, especially like R&B songs that were ballads and making them like dance hits. So much so that they even would put out like, or he would even put out an album later on. It was called just like the remixes, and a lot of them were like the remixes have been bigger hits than the originals. That's definitely the case with this one. It was also the case with the Jagged Edge song that we did at the same back in.
Yeah,
I
you
think
could
that was one of
definitely
like our first videos we did.
Tell this is a dance song in the beginning.
Yeah, but did you see what I mean by it? It was
Like,
like very mid '90s
Oh,
R&B,
yeah.
like just the groove of
Well,
it.
for me, it brought on like at my age, I was that tail end of the disco age, and they started with stuff like this, like Another One Bites the Dust.
I always wanna
just
do this.
came out. Well, that was the Boys Were All one.
Yeah, Disco Inferno. That's funny.
That
All
was
right,
the tail end of it.
let's jump back into it.
Every time I'm with you, never wanted to come to an end.
Thought I told you that we won't stop.
Make me so happy. You'll always have a place in my heart.
Wake up,
This is another one where it's like, good.
'cause I can't live without your love. Thinking of you makes me feel
It's just
like
that.
I'm the only one.
Damn, you can hum all you want to, come all you want to. Money, I'ma front you. Girl, I wanna flaunt you. I'ma always want you when nobody wants you. If I die now, my love will still haunt you. Mase ain't the one that'll pay for your phone. Mase be the one that'll take you home. Even though I'm not the one that gave you the stones on your days alone, I can make you moan. Everybody know I got more bounce than an ounce. Bad boy, get more money than you can count. Why I'm buying things you can't even pronounce. I do it to you, cat, for a large amount. And when the beef come, you know where to be found. Why I be around till the winner is announced? Here you go, girl, with thousands in your palm. Why you can't let bygones be bygones?
All right, we'll stop there. I forgot that Mase was part of this. I should have looked at the info of this a little bit better. I'm super familiar with the Biggie part, but not as familiar with that. But is that the first time you've heard Mase? I feel like you must have heard.
No, I think I've heard him before.
Mase was one of like the very, I think it might have been the first rap CD that I bought on my own in like I think I was 13 years old in 1998. I remember it quite well. It was Harlem World, and you probably heard some of that. I'm sure you did when I was a kid.
Probably.
Like he had a song that samples David Bowie that you definitely would know, which I don't know, we might have to play it this time around or at some point. But
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. What do you think about him compared to like the Notorious B.I.G?
He's still not as good.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
He's
definitely
more of like a
better than
smooth.
this 112 guys, whoever they are.
Yeah, Mase is more of like a smooth rapper. Biggie can like fluctuate. You know, he's good at being like aggressive. He can be smooth.
Yeah. I love
like
his voice.
Yeah, like the super monotone chorus that he did
Yeah.
in the Little Kim song was really good.
Yeah.
So he just has more, I guess, range with his voice and his delivery. Mase doesn't have that so much, but Mase was known also for like doing a lot of the ghost writing for Puff Daddy. I think we mentioned that when we did the Puff Daddy song.
Yep.
But let's polish this one off here.
Where do I go? What must I do if I can't live without love? Thinking of you amazes me, fear, baby.
tune Manfred.
I need you only, baby. Why can't we Oh, baby, oh, baby, I like
Thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop.
and I need you.
Thought I told you that we won't stop.
Oh, yes, I do.
All right, we'll stop there before an ad or it jumps into another weird song that we don't mean to listen to after this, like that's happened before. But yeah, I forgot about Mase. I think that might be one of like the first times we actually heard from Mase, because this is '96. His debut album wasn't until '98. So I think this one, like the chorus kind of works more, like just like the way they sing the chorus with the beat, and like the verses didn't quite work as well. I don't know. What do you think about that?
I think that they weren't as in sync together when they were singing that part.
Yeah, I
That
would
might have
agree.
been what dragged it down.
Yeah, definitely. I think the
Are they still around?
112. I'm not sure if they're like still around currently. They might be, and like have lost some members or something like that. But like later on after Bad Boy, they would go on and sign with Def Jam Records, as I think it was called Def Soul at the time, was like their R&B division. So they definitely kicked around, long after this, and had some other songs that you probably would like better than this one. I think probably Dance With Me would be probably a good one for you to
Okay.
hear at some point, that I think I've already got in the playlist. So you can look forward to that and at some point in the future. But as for the current future, I guess, if that makes any sense, I think I just like Rick and Morty time warped there. But yeah, we'll have a couple more songs from Bad Boy Records to check out, and then we'll get back into some more channel favorites and some more random artists after that. I am seeing everybody's requests, but I'm setting the goal of 1,000 subscribers before we start doing requests. So help us get there before we start taking requests, and make sure you like this video, and of course subscribe to help us get there if you haven't yet. But for Mom, my name is Eric once again, and we'll see you next time for some more Bad Boy hits.